Y'all can see me. Been a minute. Not too long though. So it's very cold. So we're gonna get through this. We're gonna take time, but then we not about to rush, but then we about to definitely get through this. So SmackDown. What was the last one that just happened? You see these things pass so fast and then we just get past them. We didn't know what pay-per-view or premium live at Survivor Series. War Games was cool, bro. I enjoyed War Games. A fun show. And then we're looking at Raw. The big week for things somewhere. And I'm really just vibing with that UnitedFront energy right now. Like that stance of unity. You know, it means more to me now than it has in a really long time. So all three shows, why not? Let's cut this moving shit around. Clearly HBK and the game have uh they've got some quarreling and squabbling to do. So you need to get them through it. Very good stuff so far is what I saw in Element, but then I mean now the ball is rolling, so we're gonna have to get there. Let's run through SmackDown because of the I don't want to say inconclusiveness, but you know, it fell right in the Survivor Series, so then this makes sense of it. All right, Rhea Ripley, all these girls. All right, War Games match between the girls was something else. The build to it was something else too. Shinsuke beat Andrade, hit the Black Mist on night. That was something. Um, Shinsuke got the title. I think that was the big thing coming out the evening. Outside of all of the rest of the obvious things happening in War Games. So we're gonna run straight to Raw after this and then get into NXT for the sake of time and battery. Um Good stuff though. Shinsuke having a championship, I mean it gives room for creative in my opinion. So there goes that. Cody Rhodes, Mello. All right, Mello and Cody had the match when Mello first got signed. I remember that night. Or first round stuff. So we could keep on pushing the first round draft pick. But at the same time, if the brand split be damned, right? Then how much of this can we really do? How much of it can we like really do and have it mean something like, yeah, I was a first round draft pick. Okay, until the next draft when we cut that in like another 2-3 months. You know, who knows, but whatever. Um Meechin, Lash Legend, Pipe and Niven. I'm really excited about this. What is it? The Women's Intercontinental Championship, the Wick Belt. Yo, let's go with it. Let's see what we got. Let's just shut up and see what we get. All right. Jacob Fatu. All right, Jacob and Jay had a good match. Look, War Games match played out the way it did. EO is a classic now. EO is synonymous with the War Games match. There's no more talking about that. That's really what came out of War Games for me. I'm trying to think about if it was anything else that was like really special. Run through that real fast and just look at the results of it all. My man jumped in. Finn jumped in. That was fine. Sheamus Rumble. Braun won. Ludwig is on the mat. The War Games match looked the way it was going to look. So I'm not seeing any. It was a good match. It was the way it was supposed to be. It was a good show overall. Yeah. So yeah, that was that one. Survivor Series was fun. Shinsuke walking out with the championship. That was supposed to be one of the focal points of the match. I mean, not a match, excuse me, of the evening because of so much other stuff just kind of being paint by numbers. But then we're looking at what in the world is going on there now. I don't know what I'm looking at on .com. This looks hilarious. They got a million of the things happening here. Are we good now? All right, cool. So now, all right, Punk being in the match was good. You know, Punk being there is fine. We're gonna see what I know I have a slight role in the decision so far as where Paulie ends up. Ain't that? I mean, Are we trying to get Brock Lesnar to come back? You know what I mean? Like, what are we doing? Hearing rumblings here and there. Like, what are we doing? Brock come back, then what? Then what's Paul going to do? You know? Like, how many ways is his allegiance going to be split? That's the way the story is looking. I mean, they going to do what they want to do with that story. Paul's with the bloodline. Punk left for years, went to another company, talked crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we know ECW was a different time also, but, you know, ECW wasn't a thing. ECW was absorbed, and then Punk left. You see what I'm saying? So, nah, bro, you just got back. You can't have the wise man, not with nothing. That's just how that's going to have to go. Now, Punk can handle himself without without Paul Heyman. That's how I feel. Roman and the rest of the bloodline can, but Paul is the adhesive, and I noticed that. So I'm going to go ahead and further embrace the idea. So I think that should play out like that. The rest of this, Punk, oh man, Rollins, a lot of the things happening, man. Raw is pretty solid, man. Raw's pretty solid. 2-hour show is it's still an acclimational process. I'll say that definitely. It's not something that I'm used to experiencing. Like, this goes back to my childhood, and now I'm sitting here like, dang, see, Raw needs a third hour. Now that we've had the back and the forth of it all, and it's taken so long, and you know, when you don't know where the destination is, and you want to ship for so long, it's like, man, when are we getting there? And is there ever TV 14? Please. So it turns into now 2 hours being the format, and if we have a third hour, that's where the creative begins. That's the way I'm seeing it. We're probably not going to get back third hour at this point, but I'm just saying, like, I'm seeing that bag, like I see where, if we were to go back to 3 hours, this is a potential in the formula. So now let's just get into Raw. All this shit, man. I Punk, Rollins. And then let them do what they doing. If this is moving into the top slot, like Sammy and Rollins, and we besties and all that, if they got the video footage to run with that, then go ahead. But I don't really think, I don't remember when Sammy and Seth was really working together, but it had to be thrown back now at this point. So let's see if they could get into it. Oh, we've been wrestling up and down the roads for years. Okay, that's viable, but I mean, we gonna need something that's gonna make they union look like something. Because right now I'm not buying it, but you know, it's still early traction. Let's get the ball rolling first. I trust the process with that. Liv Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez, Damage Control. All right, good win. Women's tag champs. They going back for them. We'll see. Liv is champion right now. Her confidence is saying a lot. It's speaking volumes. Like, she has a level of confidence that other superstars don't have or haven't had with the Women's Championship. I think she's doing really good with it. And so far as the in-ring, she has improved a lot. So, look, man, I don't care if the standards was low. You want to talk high standard sports entertainment and in-ring capability? It's plenty of places that will give you a 100% accurate description, or at least 98, because there's some things that go missing here or there. But that doesn't matter. What matters is, you go over there for that. We looking at the character development and what they're trying to do with the story, so then we can continue to develop the characters here. We can't develop characters off of, they're just going to botch every move. Like, okay, you know they're going to botch every move. Let's look at how well they are able to not botch every move that we know they're probably going to botch anyway. I'm just saying, find your niche, right? Liv has improved. Raquel Rodriguez ain't been the same since she left NXT, and they's making her look strong. Rhea looks fine, but her and Rhea right now are going to work really well. Kyrie and Io, I think to Asuka. We want to see Asuka. Let's hurry up and get Connor back home. Saturday night's main event already shaping up to be something else. Deadline Saturday. Dakota Kai, Katana Chance, Shayna Baszler. All right. We all pulling for Coda, man. I want to see Coda win it. I would have to look at the brackets again, but I'm definitely pulling for Coda and maybe one other person, but I'd like to see Coda catch that. Oh, a Katana. Damn it. But then she ain't win because Coda got it. Awesome match. I think Katana is, I wouldn't say she's ready, but I think we can start getting these characters going, man. Let's need space for TV, 2 hours. And that's a good thing about the 2 hours, because if you get your spot, then you can definitely make something of it. And you're going to move up anyway. Like this little New Day thing. 10 years, that's deep. I'm proud of them. I'm happy for them. All that jazz, man. I am not necessarily pleased with how they went about the just the creative for it. You know, they had the reach, and it's the reaches are all obvious, but there's nothing that we can do about it. So, I'm happy that E came out, and I'm glad that we have started the storyline Trek 2, like them Big E being the manager and being there to cheer them on, and that's real. But you left us, and it's just us now, bro. Like, so Big E galvanized them to not be mad at each other anymore when they was ready to break up, but then they just shifted it all to E. That's like if me and my best friend all of a sudden get to run a company together, and the old cat that was running the company wants to come back and give us hints and pointers and tips and tricks along the way that might make us or make the product that much more entertaining for the people. And then me and my best friend say, no, we don't need your help. You technically stopped caring to help us mad long ago. So now that you're not here and you can't wrestle no more, you want to help any way you can? You want to be a manager? You can't even manage your own damn neck. I'm sitting there just shocked and appalled and flabbergasted that they got the balls to talk to each other like this. Like, bro, these are... So now we got to get there. New Day heel turn. Okay, fine. What's Big E doing? I mean, let's work with him on commentary. Fuck them niggas then. Get them out of here. They gonna fail. Nah, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, I think, like I said, I'm gonna leave this one to creative. Creative is very, very good at new administration. They're very good at conjuring up the emotions. I've seen this happen in the earlier days of Prime Video and some of their offerings. Chill. You know what I'm saying? But we're capturing that emotion and that essence. They took time and they've gotten in. If you're actually following along with the product, 10 years is a long time. We've seen all of the shit with these guys. If I'm going all the way there, I remember the mixed match challenge, and Big E and Carmella was on the same team, and New Day all came out rocking the Carmella pink singlet, looking stupid as shit. I remember that. Who said that at the same time? Who said pink singlet at the same time with me? No jinx. I don't owe you no coffee. I'm just saying though. So, I understand like how long we've been doing this. Let's see them get back together. It's going to take a while. Maybe they fight at Mania. Who knows? Maybe they get back together at Mania. Who knows? I think the Royal Rumble, that's a pop. I wouldn't even call it cheap pop or cheap heat. Let's do this. This is good class. I'm working with it. And ultimately, the one thing I was nervous about for the entire decade was those guys breaking up. You've been rocking with me for the longest at however point, you know what I'm saying? Then, I've been synonymous with the New Day, and I just try not to really be too outward and boisterous with my connection. I won't say affiliation. So, and in respect, just in respect to wanting Big E getting him back in the ring, like, I'm not going to say I'm affiliated with him. You know what I'm saying? We just going to put that good faith out there and let that energy transmute into Big E getting back into the ring after he's cleared for in-ring action. Let's believe, man. Let's just believe. So, maybe by Mania, right? Let's move forward, yo, because that was really good stuff, man. I appreciated that for TV. And, I know it was hard for all of them to do that. None of them meant none of that bullshit they were saying. And, I guess, it's just good for optics so far as sports and entertainment product goes on a wrestling television program. Now, Gunther, Dom, Mysterio. Yo, how does Dom just find himself in these high-profile matches? Not projected. Huh? Wow. Dom just so happened to just beat her because he's Ray's son and Ray's affiliated with Eddie. Right? Dom even got Tigress. Huh? This shit is not... You know what? If I turn on my suspension of disbelief, this makes perfect sense. I remember Dom going through the old administration. I remember Dom having to look like a white meat baby face under the shadow of his father the whole time. I remember Dom just being a caricature of Eddie Guerrero tag teaming with his dad, Rey Mysterio. Done. That was it. Shaking shoulders, three amigos. There you go. Dom Mysterio. They put that man in the trenches, dragged his ass through the mud real fast, and now all of a sudden, Dirty Dominic Mysterio. The only reason why we have to pay homage to the old administration is because he was pretty much treated like a trash bag for the longest, and then he had like the cheapest seat, and now he's here. Like, you know what? Whatever. In there with Dame, got them both up there. In there with Gunther, wherever Gunther's at right now, I'm not going to say it's a good or a bad thing. I'm going to say we need to make Gunther as believable as possible. So when you got this man running through the entire roster, perfect. Like NXT UK, Walter. That's what we want. But when you get to, the flagship show, have to have some seeming competition. None of this shit I'm hearing about Gunther is fucking believable. Like, oh, you're this, and oh, you've been off your game. Gunther's an excellent actor. Good. Oh, I'm in your head. This and that. Gunther said, you can say all of that shit. I'm actually mad that the asterisk is there because of your dumbass friend, yo. So fuck that. I want a match now again. And I'll fuck around and beat up both of y'all. Look at me booking the product and I ain't working there. Shit, beat up both of them and then beat up the Judgment Day. That's what he need to do. That's what Gunther need to do. That's what we need. Even if it ain't in the ring, he need to fuck everybody up for a split second. Remind them niggas. And then whatever happens with the Tim and then he fucking retain against Finn. That's what needs to happen. Let's move forward. R-Truth, Pete Dunne. I mean, whatever. Good to see R-Truth. New era R-Truth is just as bad as old era R-Truth. And that's what's up, right? So, Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn. Wait, who did he beat? Pete Dunne. Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn. Oh, hold up. Before we continue, Karrion Kross got mad. Oh, y'all's fucking with Scarlett, called her out. Oh, about to go crazy. But hold up, because I was just talking to my people yesterday about Karrion Kross. One, I would definitely say top 5 NXT entrances all time. You know how good Karrion Kross is? At this point, the old administration did what they did. That's how good Karrion Kross was coming in. That's how I felt. I spoke the same way about Bray, and I could not stand that Fiend character. I said, you know what? This cat could be the next Undertaker, and rest in peace to Bray. But I said that. And then next thing you know, Bray and Undertaker is going at it, and Undertaker's giving them the rub. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, bro. They put the instrumental on Carrying Steam. And you had to wait for it, and then we don't even have that version. I don't even believe you can find that shit on the internet anywhere. Not a super clean version. So it's like he has a crew behind him. He got the girly with him, and then he got the elder by his side. Let's work with that. The Wyatts, this is perfect. I feel like we should have a cancel out with this. Was it Wario Land 3 playing that show, the golf tackle shit? 0, 0, plus minus. That's how I feel. That because I don't want to see either one of them lose. You know what I'm saying? Both teams need to win because they need to remain strong. At this juncture in the product, we don't need strong stables like that losing, and we also don't need just one strong stable. So that's why I want those two to go forth. And even if we get some other ones, shit, we can fuck around and get both of them crazy teams that end up being baby faces in their own little sects of the segments and do what they do. You know, like, yeah, we had a war with the Wires before. What you saying, man? You know what I'm saying? Like, who is y'all again? And I don't want to say no names. Just God bless everybody at Level Up. And you know, down there at NXT, we going in next. You know what? And just for that, let's move on. Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn. Drew came in. Somebody backstage got beat up. I think he beat up Jay. Drew being back, I've been thinking about Drew for the past 2 episodes. Not of Raw. SmackDown and then Raw. And I'm like, where's Drew? Well, SmackDown, then Survivor Series. And I'm like, where's Drew? And then watching Raw, it's like, you know, Drew, I guess he's just not here. They said he's not here, whatever, put it out there. And now we here, you know, cool. Drew's back. Oh, shit. Is he about to go for Punk? I don't think so. Oh, what are we doing? Like, there's a lot of interconnected with this right now. Sami Zayn just found himself in the middle of a bunch of fracas. I'm not even a fan of that. Sami Zayn, mind your business, bro. Get back to whatever you're doing with the bloodline. Chill. I'm just playing around. Sammy's doing good right now, and far be it from me. Respectfully, my nigga Sammy has. I mean, he's already earned the respect from everyone else. I've slowly been developing toward the modern day Sami Zayn character, and if we're gonna respect the rubs and the rest of that, I've spoken on this about being in a certain position and wanting that respect and the rest of it. So when certain gestures take place, we all can choose to accept or reject. This time around, I'm going to choose to accept the gesture of respect shown between CM Punk and Sami Zayn at War Games. Sami has earned that much more of my respect, and of course, due to every one of his performances that he continues to get out there and put on. So nothing crazy to say. It's just, you know, observational. You know, let's keep it popping. All right, NXT. UnitedFront shit, bro. Ain't no beef over him, man. The Youngs got to have somebody to look up to. Now, all right. Last chance Iron Survivor qualifier fatal 4-way match for the girlies between, who was it? Cora Jada, because we gotta call him. I'm not gonna run out. But yeah, Cora, Jada, Kalani, and then wait, who now? Oh, Ren, right? All right, so Miss Parker looking damn good. She got the match coming up. That is actually the match I'm looking forward to the most. Let's calm down. Let's just take it easy. Let's not go crazy. Everybody just relax yourselves. Just get in there and have a good time. The underground match is on shaky waters. So let's not go in there just thinking we going to be having an underground match and then there's going to be another underground match after that. Let's not think that way. This shit could be the last one only because, like I said, the underground NXT match has been, like, they're already started in a weird space. I was feeling it. I like what it's evolved into, but you never know. NXT, the fan base can push it, but it's going to need to be there. Lola and Natty did it. Is Lola undefeated in the underground, bro? If Lola Vice is undefeated in the underground, it's about to be something. I don't know. Jada used that brick. You know what I mean? I don't even care about this fatal 4-way they talking about here. Like, I'm going to call it now, respectfully. HBK, no. But that's real skates 1 foot. I ain't going to say nothing else past it. I see it. I feel it. Like, and it's not too often. We've been getting some pull apart brawls for the past couple of weeks now, have we not? I wouldn't even say chill out on it, but it's noticeable. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it could just maybe dwindle down on the number of folk, or we up the tension for the animosity when it comes to those pull aparts. It was good the first couple of weeks with the tag titles and such like that. The women is gonna be the women. They gotta have something to do when it comes to that. Like I said, it's either we gonna just take it down a notch for a week or two, or if we're going to do that again, let's lower the number of people. Let's up the stakes on the fight animosity. You know what I'm saying? So they go that. Shouts to Eric Bischoff. Before we even get there, but shouts to him. All right, Miles Bourne, Tavion Heights. Good, man. Good. I'm proud of them. NQCC is moving. Ren QCC is something I think Charlie's just going to have to deal with her being Ren. She's a girl, bro. And then it's like, look, what was going on with them cats beforehand? Boy, you better just... I don't always go with the idea of having the feminine touch added to every bit of the punch. You know what I'm saying? But with this sauce, with the no quarter catch crew sauce, Charlie could use Ren, and then we can go and see what's going on with Lord Regal. How does Lord Regal feel about Ren? There we go. Boom. Let's get Tavion and Miles to have an opinion on it, and then sway Charlie. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. I think it makes sense. And then they could all start working together, and it makes good. It makes good. Ren top feature on .com this week. I'm just saying, I peep it. It ain't like I don't peep it. So if Ren top feature on .com, that means she's making some strides in progress down at the Performance Center. Shouts to everybody. Where's LaShawn? Where's Jakara? I'm going to ask one more time, because we just seen LaShawn. LaShawn is fine. LaShawn is where she belongs with my bro right now. Where is Jackie? All right, cool. Now, tell Jackie call me, because I've been trying to reach out and I ain't getting no answer. Now, moving on. Whole tag team battle royal was fine. It was good. Miles and Tavion went in. Look, I actually went and watched Level Up pretty much at the start of my Thanksgiving weeks ago. I wish we'd be able to watch some live episodes a little bit easier the way I want to watch them, but it happens. It is what it is. But I'm definitely enjoying the little bit I'm getting to see, and I appreciate those two winning, because it really speaks volumes to what could. It speaks volumes to the progress. Let's go with that. Let's just go there. All right, now everybody else and everything going on with all these teams, blah. Hold up. Carmen and Nikita. Carmen got the win. Yes. I'm gonna leave myself out of this for one more week. I don't know what to say about Adonis and Carmen right now. They seem to be in a really different space. The way I view, you see, and I think this is the direction, but the way I view these two, I see a lovely couple trying to figure their life out together. And Adonis seems to be attempting to bless Carmen with more swag, because Carmen seems very bland. I love Carmen Petrovich, for the record. I love the on-screen character, but so far as the character development part goes, she needs a lot of seasoning. I'm talking, she is banquet hall chicken. Now, with that, and I don't care how big the piece is. You know what I'm saying? Bland chicken is bland chicken, all right? There ain't nobody, pass the salt for Miss Petrovic, please. She's needing it desperately. About as desperate as Nikita Seaman? Stop it, 5. No, because she is a rush every time, bro. Like, Nikita Lyons, Sonya Deville with her jabs on the old school entrance, and it's maybe one more that I can't think of right now off the top. So I mean, PFC might be recruiting in a couple of months. That would be. Now let's move on. Um, who else? Who else? What's going on here? Like, who else? I like this little section for Adonis and the ladies, but then it's like, nah, what's Dion doing now? Where's Idris and Malik with all of this love connection shit? We was trying it before. I know it's very difficult to make these things happen and build upon them. Like, we got something though. So before we jump all the way crazy into that bag again with the target demographic, let's season Carmen a little bit more. I'm liking it. Alright, Gigi, Izzy. Alright, good to see Izzy Day back on TV. Solid. Put some boy shorts on that thing, bro. I'm just I've been here 30 minutes already. It's time to go. Gigi looks great. The dynamic between her and Tatum looks great. Tatum looks. And then shouts to Ave, because whatever was going on with Ave and the hospital and Trick and Ridge, and they didn't even, did we talk about Eric Bischoff? What's going on here? Wow. I don't even think that, yo, that's what's up, man. Eric Bischoff was supposed to come out there and not pull no punches and all the rest of that shit. Man, he ain't pulling no punches. He saw the future, man, like always, because he's a visionary. Eddie Thorpe won the last man standing, John. That's what's up. Said he ain't do nothing wrong. It was plenty of situations leading into it. I think that was probably the classiest move. Shouts to Bishop, but let's move off that. Like, see, that he would have took precedence leading into the conclusion of this thing right here. But no. Get Eddie Thorpe's EDM theme back. That's one. Two, if he ain't do nothing wrong, no harm, no foul. We can all move forward and be forgiven and understand that there was a different time and a different era. Now we're in a new era. So we've got a new code of conduct to abide by and live by. So, look, that was all three of them shits. This is 30 minutes. I'm out of here. Where's the rest of my coffee, bro?